twin souls, there isn't this tension, this passion like that. It's a melding together. It's a respect and understanding. Sometimes you work together. You help each other with your life's mission. You know? So it doesn't have a feeling of so much excitement. The excitement comes from what you're giving to the planet, not from what you're giving to each other. It's quite different. So we would often say, you know, be careful what you ask for, because if you're asking for a soul partner, that's a completely different type of relationship to what your mind thinks it is. You know, your romantic mind goes, oh yes, and we will, you know, be in bed every day, having this wild, passionate, you know, this is what I want. No, it does not necessarily happen with the soul partner like that. Yeah? With the soul partner, often when they come together intimately, there is such a melding. There is silence. It's completely different. You know? So, if you are the sort of person who is very passionate, who is very creative, who is very excitable, soul partner sometimes isn't the right partner, you know? Because you want someone who will be passionate about you, not about their mission. Do you see what we're saying? So, the best thing we can offer you is to go into your heart and feel peace. Feel it's okay. It's okay. Face the aloneness first. Because sometimes when you want a partner, yeah, when you really want it, you're putting out such a strong signal that the partner can't. For men and women, it's completely different. The man needs to feel he's a hunter still. It's in his DNA. He needs to chase you. But if you are vibrating at, I really want, yes, here I am, you know. Sometimes it's too easy for him. Do you see? It's too easy. He doesn't feel he's in control of the relationship. He needs to know, I'm in control of the relationship. I'm the one who's leading the relationship. Sometimes, you know, they feel a neediness or, you know, an anxiety about it, and they think, oh, she'll swallow me up, you know. She's too intense. I can't take it. Relax. Just relax. And it will happen. Trust is the most important thing, that in your inner knowing, you know you're not meant to be alone. You're not meant to. None of you are. As a soul, you're meant to create, to weave in amongst each other, and to co-create. Now, we'll tell you, in spiritual terms, let's say, we don't necessarily go from one partner to another. We don't really do this. We have projects that we work with another. We co-create with many. But with, let's say, we wouldn't really call it, well, I suppose you could call it intimate relationships. We don't partner with many. And often, when you awaken to the fifth, that's what you long for. You long for that one that you've been with before, that knows you, that part of you, that you can work together with. So, sometimes you meet these people and you think, boring. They're boring. I don't feel anything. And everybody around you is saying, he's right, it's the right one. Oh, you should see the energy when you do. No, not interested. See? And this happens sometimes because you want the soulmate, you know? You want the one that goes, oh my goodness, I'm, so hot. So this happens also. So we're saying, be careful what you ask for, because, it's a completely different relationship to what your mind envisions it to be, to what your emotions feel it should be. Your feeling self, your knowing, knows it and you want it. But what we're saying to you, get real about it. Know that if that's what you want, there's nothing wrong with wanting it. It's beautiful. It's a very strong bond. But it's not so wildly passionate. That's what we're saying. You could say to yourself, well, I think I'll have a soulmate first and then I'll have a soul partner. So I can have a bit of excitement. It's sort of like that. Sometimes soul partners, it's all about work. It's all about achieving. And that doesn't mean that they don't argue. You argue with your friends, you have these disagreements. It happens everywhere, with everybody. You're not all the same. There are over 7 billion people on the planet. You're not all the same. So, and there are a lot more souls within the universe. And you're not the same. So we will take one more question.
We were talking about the evil leaving the earth.
Yeah.
So
that also means the lizards and, yeah. the negative creations, reptilians.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. What shape they were living in, and there is a lot of talks about Anunnakis and reptilians as well.
Yeah, reptilians, all of those, and also those in spirit. Because they exist in spirit form also, that are controlling.
Grace. Grace.
Yeah, the Greys, no. Yes. But they have also created other breeds that have souls. So they knew in order to survive they needed to do this. So, but yeah, a lot are leaving and they know that if they don't, they will die. So they're moving forward. That's all right. Do you notice the difference in the way that you all personally feel about negativity at the moment? Have you noticed that you're not as afraid of it as you used to be?
Yes.
Yeah. See, so that's what we mean. When you ensoul your own inner knowing and the universal truths, they permeate your being. So you know the truth. You understand it. You resonate with it. You know what's right. And in order to stay connected to that, you have to stay connected to your heart. Every time you go, watching these dreadful things on the news and you feel it. Yeah, but have you noticed you're not really feeling it either? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're moving away from your emotional body into your feeling body. These are two different things. Your emotions are by your thought patterns, aren't they? They're reaction to what you think. And because your thought patterns are transformed, which you've all been working on for so long, you're no longer emotionally reacting as deeply as you were. But you will react. If you're with a soul partner or someone like that, you will react. Because they know exactly where your weak spot is. So they're there to help you to expand and to grow. So sometimes you have to sit and say, what's my role in this? What am I learning from this? Anyway, you all know that. Now, one of the things that we just, to go on with what you were asking about these negative energies, one of the things that you're probably noticing is that a lot of individuals are playing with magic. They are playing with, what would you say, like curses, magic energy. And they are also in a way, they're trying to perpetuate the fear. They're trying to ground it by using these tools, because magic, the way magic is performed is to use the elements of the earth. Earth, fire, air, water. And that's the reason why you would have noticed for many, many years, magic or someone who was negative manifested faster than you. Do you remember years ago you'd look at it and say, you know what, it's not fair this person is getting everything when they're so horrible, you know? And they're abusing people, they're making people work for practically nothing, you know? Have you noticed that a lot of them no longer have their businesses? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the attachment that black magic has is with the elementals. Now the elementals are like crystals. They're quite neutral. They do what you tell them to do. Yeah? You imprint on them, you program them, and they respond to it. So it's very wise, actually, to begin to send love to the elementals, to send energy and healing to the divas and the elementals. Because, one, they've been working very hard to clean everything up that mankind has been creating. But two, they've been abused also. And they also need healing, like many individuals. Now, some of you have been affected by this so-called black magic, curses, things like that. And the beauty of moving into the fifth is that that can no longer connect with you. Even though you are still living on the planet that has all these elements, it still cannot connect with you, because the way it moves through the frequency to hold on to you is through the third dimension. The fourth dimension creates it, but it moves within the third, which is why it feels so solid physically when it happens to you. You know, for a long time, many of you, when you felt like a psychic attack, you know how you felt it physically in your bodies? Like first you didn't feel it, you just felt confused or, you know, tired or something. Then, as you became more higher frequency, you started to feel it physically in your bodies, and now you rarely feel it. So the more your physical body, the more you move into the fifth, it will not have an impact on you. So all these people are going out spending money, putting spells or curses on you. It's not going to have any effect. But the reason it's happening is because people are feeling powerless. And when they feel powerless, they react. So that's also, you know, you're going to see a lot of exposure around that, what's been going on. Oh, and in the Vatican, A lot is going to come out. What has been kept from you as far as symbology, sounds, all of these things. You know, the rituals they do in the churches, the holy sacraments, it's all about controlling you, holding on to you. You know? So all of this is going to come out even more. If you feel that there's been a lot in the news about corruption and this, vile behavior, is next year it will come out even more. So you will just have to accept it. If you get angry about it, you'll drop back down again. Just say, aha, I knew it. I'm accepting that this happened. It's the truth. Okay, it's been released. Concentrate on something more positive, because a lot more is going to come out. What they've been putting in the air, the sound frequencies they've been using. Now, we spoke about this a while ago. Remember, there were sound frequencies that some of you were actually hearing, that were deliberately placed within the radio frequencies to block your third eyes from progressing. Didn't work. Didn't work. Because what it works on is a human moving up, not an enlightened being insouling. See? Didn't work. It created a bit of trouble for you for a period of time, like a virus, but your system became used to it and went beyond it. Yeah? Because the soul knows what you need. So bear that in mind. You are not held down by the society in which you live. Something different is happening to you. And the quicker you get there and you accept that, the quicker those humans can move up through the fourth and into the fifth. And it doesn't mean your job is finished, okay? Because from the fifth you will go up. There are always teachers. There are always new frontiers. And the other important thing we're going to say before we leave is this. For many, many lifetimes, all of you have suffered. You have been persecuted. You have been held down. You have felt alone. Some of you have been tortured. Many things have happened to you. And so, this playground of the earth that you've been visiting hasn't been good. Some of you have been very tired in the recent past and said, had enough, want to go. Please take me. Didn't happen though, did it? Okay? Why? Because you're meant to be here. Because you said you would be here. And, more importantly, everything has to be in balance. Therefore, before you leave this planet, you have to enjoy it. You need to be able to, like you have with other planets, you need to be able to look back at your time on planet Earth and say, it was beautiful. I achieved what I came to achieve, but I swam in the most beautiful water. I was with dolphins. I saw whales. I climbed mountains. I skied down fresh snow. I put my face to the sun. I smelt the most divine flowers. I enjoyed. I tasted the most delicious food. It is of utmost importance that when you leave with that. So let go of the past. That's another lifetime. Completely different lifetime. It is important for you to enjoy even the most simplistic things. They do not require any finances, but they will bring peace. And in bringing peace, you will bring to you what you need. Whether it's finances, a home. We said many times, and we're going to repeat it, there are many ways in which you can manifest. You can win it, you can be bequeathed it, someone can give it to you, you can get a job that just gives you the right amount of money for it, and someone can lend it to you because maybe you don't need it for that long. And if you're always thinking about the money, you're blocking these other 4 ways in which it can come. There are more creative ways in which you can draw to you and receive what you need, what you desire. And don't limit it. If you say, well, you know, I really desperately, it's not too much to ask. I really desperately need a new car. This one's falling apart. It's not too much to ask, you know it is. Goodness, it's not too much that you're begging, you know. This is grey matter. Nothing is created in that, and we've said this before. Light cannot create in grey. It doesn't happen. So, think about it. How are you going to create it? How are you going to ask for it? How are you going to open yourself to it? Joyously, calmly, peacefully. And whatever way it comes. Do you know how many times we've heard individuals, you know, in spirit, we hear you all complaining, no, I don't have any money, I've got no money. And then a friend comes and says, let me buy you, you know, you have a cup of tea, a sandwich, or what have you. The friend says, I'll pay. Oh, no, I'll pay. The universe just handed you a free meal, and you're saying no. You know? And then you say, oh, I don't know why I don't receive. Well, if you open and you say, thank you, what's going to happen? Your heart's going to expand even more. The next person that comes in says, here, I'm going to give you this. Oh, thank you very much. You are so, you know, oh, no. No one can help me. Oh, I'm so strong. You know, I'm independent. No one knows. Unity consciousness is about helping each other. It really isn't about holding back. Yeah. So, we are offering it to you, and you're saying, no. Next time. Yeah. And it's the same as saying, well, you know, I'll get the new job once I learn this. Once I've, you know, done this, then I'll try to get a new job. But I hate the one I'm in. So, you're constantly in the state of waiting, making yourselves suffer, you know, constantly. So, we are saying to you, thank you. You know, we had a situation, we're going to speak personally about our daughter at this moment. When she's driving in the car, she is very abusive to the other people. So, we said to her, stop it, it's not nice. You're giving negative energy to all these people. We want you to say congratulations. To every person who does something, cut you off, who doesn't put their blinker on, you know, that you find offensive. Instead of saying, you bad person, you say congratulations. And what happened when she did this? Instead of having a bad journey, she had a very good one. That's all we're saying. Okay? So, instead of saying, no, 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 next time, yes, thank you. Congratulations. All right? So, think of it like this. Someone's in your office and they're really annoying you. Instead of saying, oh, I can't stand this cow, say, congratulations. You see? It completely changes your energy. You're not sending any negativity out. And everything will come to a very nice conclusion. And good, positive things will start to happen more in your life. At the moment, you're all stuck. Remember, you're stuck in this vortex. You're stuck because you're not letting go of the negative. But let it go completely to go into the fifth. Go into your thoughts, stay there. Okay? It's okay if you go into the fifth and every now and again you get pulled down into the fourth. Stay there for as short a time as you can. 5 seconds if you can. You know? When you go down, you go, I'm going to tell that person. Congratulations. Go back into the fifth. Okay? Now, we like this laughter, so we will leave you in this laughter. Okay? We're going to say thank you and congratulations for coming here this evening. Thank you for sharing in our energy and sharing your energy with us. We thank you for your courage to be open-hearted at this moment. We thank you for your tenderness towards the planet at this moment, because we know you are all feeling it. We thank you for your tenacity, that even though you feel alone, you're still willing to be here. And we thank you for your joy, because every one of you feels it. You're just not willing to quite show it. But we thank you for it. And we leave you in our love and our light and our truth and our blessings. Goodbye.
Goodbye.